The sun was dipping low over the bustling streets of New York City, casting long shadows that danced like secrets across the pavement. Aliyah Rahman, a 28-year-old marketing executive with a sharp mind and an even sharper wardrobe, scrolled through her Instagram feed in her cozy Brooklyn apartment. Her thumb paused mid-swipe as a photo popped up, a glittering diamond ring on a manicured hand, clasped in another that looked all too familiar. The caption read, "Said yes to forever with the love of my life. #engaged #true love," posted by her best friend since kindergarten, Sanaa Khalid. And the man in the photo? Rohan Patel, the CEO of Technova Solutions, and Aliyah's secret fiancé. Aliyah's heart plummeted like an elevator with cut cables. "This can't be real," she whispered, her phone slipping from her fingers onto the plush rug. Memories flooded her. Sleepovers whispering dreams under blanket forts, high school heartbreaks shared over ice cream, college all-nighters fueled by coffee and laughter. Sanaa was her ride or die, the sister she never had. How could this happen? Little did Aliyah know, this was just the tip of a knife that had been sharpening for years. Aliyah and Sanaa's story began in the suburbs of Chicago, where their families had immigrated from India in the early 90s. Aliyah's parents ran a small grocery store, instilling in her the value of hard work and loyalty. Sanaa's family was a bit more chaotic. Her dad bounced between jobs, and her mom worked double shifts as a nurse. The girls met on the first day of kindergarten when Sanaa, with her wild curls and infectious grin, shared her crayons with a shy Aliyah who had forgotten hers. From that day, they were inseparable. "You're my forever friend," Sanaa would say, linking pinkies in solemn oaths. They navigated playground politics, middle school mean girls, and high school crushes together. Aliyah was the planner, the one who mapped out study schedules and career goals. Sanaa was the dreamer, full of wild ideas and boundless energy. When Aliyah's parents died in a car accident during their junior year of high school, it was Sanaa who held her through the nights of tears, promising, "I'll always have your back, Ollie." College took them to New York University. Aliyah majored in business, Sanaa in communications. They shared a tiny dorm room, surviving on ramen and ambition. Aliyah landed internships at top firms, her resume gleaming with achievements. Sanaa struggled a bit more, flitting between part-time gigs, but Aliyah was always there, tutoring her, editing her papers, even lending money when Sanaa's scholarships fell short. After graduation, Aliyah climbed the corporate ladder at Technova Solutions, a rising tech firm specializing in AI-driven marketing tools. Rohan Patel, the charismatic CEO, noticed her talent during a presentation. Sparks flew over late-night strategy sessions, and soon, they were dating in secret to avoid office gossip. Rohan proposed 6 months ago on a rooftop overlooking the city, slipping a modest yet elegant ring on her finger. "Let's keep it quiet until we're ready," he said, and Aliyah agreed, cherishing their private bubble. Sanaa, meanwhile, bounced between jobs, barista, freelance writer, social media manager. She envied Aliyah's stability, but masked it with cheers. "You're killing it, girl. One day, I'll catch up," she'd say at their weekly brunches. When Sanaa confessed her dream of working in tech PR, Aliyah didn't hesitate. "I know the perfect spot. Technova is hiring. I'll put in a word with Rohan, he owes me one." That one was their engagement, but Sanaa didn't know. Or so Aliyah thought. It was a crisp autumn morning when Aliyah marched into Rohan's office, her heels clicking confidently on the marble floor. "Babe, I have a favor," she said, closing the door behind her. Rohan looked up from his laptop, his dark eyes lighting up. At 32, he was the epitome of success, tailored suits, a disarming smile, and a mind that built empires. "Anything for you," he replied, pulling her into a quick kiss. "My best friend Sanaa. She's perfect for that PR role. Smart, creative, and she needs this break." Aliyah handed him Sanaa's resume, which she'd polished herself. Rohan scanned it. "If she's half as impressive as you say, she's in. Set up an interview." Sanaa aced it, of course. She charmed the panel with her wit and ideas. On her first day, Aliyah took her out for celebratory drinks at their favorite rooftop bar. To new beginnings. Aliyah toasted, clinking glasses. Sanaa hugged her tightly. "I couldn't have done this without you. You're the best." Over the next months, everything seemed perfect. Aliyah and Rohan planned their future, a quiet wedding in the Hamptons, maybe kids down the line. Sanaa thrived at work, often joining Aliyah for lunch. Rohan mentioned her positively in meetings. "Your friend's a natural," he'd say. But subtle cracks appeared. Sanaa started canceling brunches, claiming work overload. She'd post cryptic stories on Instagram about finding true connections. Aliyah brushed it off, life was busy. Then came the engagement post. Aliyah stared at her phone, the world blurring. She dialed Sanaa immediately. "What the hell is this?" she demanded when Sanaa picked up. Laughter tinkled on the other end. "Ollie, isn't it amazing? Rohan proposed last night. You introduced us. You should be happy." "Introduced? Sanaa, he's my fiancé. We've been engaged for months." Silence. Then, "Oh, honey."
He told me all about that.
Said it was a mistake, that he realized he loved me. Don't be dramatic. Aliyah's vision tunneled. She hung up and called Rohan. Voicemail. Texts went unread. Panic rising, she rushed to his penthouse in Manhattan. He opened the door, looking disheveled. "Aliyah, I can explain." "Explain? You're engaged to my best friend." Rohan pulled her inside. "It just happened."
Sanaa, she's different.
Vibrant. "We connected at work events. I ended things with you in my mind, but I didn't know how to say it." "You coward." Aliyah slapped him. The ring, his ring, cutting her palm. She stormed out, tears streaming. Back home, she curled into a ball, sobbing. How could Sanaa do this? They were sisters. Or were they? Days blurred into a haze of grief. Aliyah called in sick, ignoring calls from work. Friends reached out, but she isolated herself. One night, fueled by wine and rage, she dug into old photos and messages. Something nagged her. Sanaa had always been oddly interested in Aliyah's life, asking for details about crushes, family secrets, even passwords, in case of emergency. In college, Sanaa borrowed Aliyah's laptop often. Had she snooped? Aliyah logged into an old shared Google Drive from their dorm days. Buried in folders, she found scans of her high school diary, photos of her parents' will, even emails from her internships. Her blood ran cold. Why would Sanaa have these? She hired a private investigator, a grizzled ex-cop named Mike, recommended by a colleague. "Dig into Sanaa College," she said, handing over a check. "Everything." Mike's report came a week later. Sanaa's struggles were exaggerated. She'd been fired from jobs for misconduct, stealing ideas, spreading rumors. In high school, she dated Aliyah's crush after learning secrets from her diary. College? Sanaa copied Aliyah's essays, nearly getting her expelled. But the bombshell, Sanaa had stalked Rohan online months before the job. She'd hacked Aliyah's email to learn about their relationship, then positioned herself perfectly. Messages between Sanaa and a friend revealed the plot. Ollie thinks she's got it all. Time to take what's mine. Years of playing second fiddle end now. Aliyah confronted Rohan again. "She manipulated you."
Us.
He admitted. "She knew things about me. Secrets I only told you. Said you shared them as girl talk." I fell for it. Armed with evidence, Aliyah invited Sanaa to their old brunch spot. Sanaa arrived beaming, flashing the ring. "Ollie, let's make up. Be my maid of honor." Aliyah slid the folder across the table. "Read it." Sanaa's face paled as she flipped through. "This is fake. You're jealous."
No, Sanaa.
"You've been plotting since we were kids."
Why?
Sanaa's mask cracked. "You always had it easy. Perfect grades, perfect life. I cheered for you, but inside, I hated being the sidekick. When you got Rohan, I saw my chance. You introduced us, your mistake." Aliyah stood. "You're toxic. We're done." Aliyah quit Technova, starting her own consultancy. She found therapy, new friends. Rohan begged forgiveness, but she moved on. The betrayal scarred her, but it taught resilience. Years later, Sanaa's marriage crumbled. Rohan discovered her lies. Aliyah watched from afar, pitying but free. Sometimes, the person who cheers loudest is pushing you off the cliff. But cliffs have ledges, and Aliyah grabbed one, climbing higher.